Bonjour French 1 students, here's your teaching video for Lesson 9, Part D and E. S'il vous plaît, ouvrez vos livres à la page 144. Des vocabulaire ma chambre. How to talk about what there is in a place. So we see the il y a, which means there is or there are, and then kind of the question, est-ce qu'il y a and qu'est-ce qu'il y a. S'il vous plaît, répétez il y a. Il y a. Il y a. Dans ma chambre, il y a une télé. Dans le garage, il y a deux voitures. Est-ce qu'il y a? Est-ce qu'il y a? Est-ce qu'il y a? Est-ce qu'il y a un ordinateur dans la classe? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a dans le garage? Working through the translations of these, the dans ma chambre il y a une télé means in my bedroom there is a television set. Dans le garage il y a deux voitures means in the garage there are two cars. Est-ce qu'il y a un ordinateur dans la classe means is there a computer in the class? And qu'est-ce qu'il y a dans le garage means what is there in the garage. So some vocabulary about dans ma chambre, which means in my room. So we see un lit, which is a bed, un bureau, which is a desk, une chaise, which is a chair, une table, which is like a table, une lampe, which is a lamp, une porte, which is a door, and une fenêtre, which is a window. S'il vous plaît, répétez un lit, un bureau, une chaise, une table, une lampe, une porte, une fenêtre. And again, just kind of remembering, right, when we use un or une, these are the indefinite articles. And the indefinite articles translate as a or an. Okay? And if instead, right, this is the masculine, sorry. This one is masculine and this one is feminine. Le and la, which both become, remember, L apostrophe before a vowel or a silent H, those are called the definite articles. Those mean the. And again, le is the masculine, la is the feminine. So if I want to say a bed, right, I'm going to use un lit. But if I want to say the bed, I would use le lit. And remember again, just like in English, we don't say a and the. We don't use both of these articles in French either. You choose one or the other. So just kind of remember that, again, they're showing you with the indefinite articles, but you could use any of these nouns with the definite articles as well. How to say where something or someone is. By the way, Felix is the name of the cat here. So we have où est Felix? Felix est dans le lit, so in the bed. sur le lit, on the bed, sous le lit, in front of the bed, derrière le lit, behind, right? So dans is in, sur is on, sous is under, devant is in front of, and derrière is behind. And actually this is also the word that's used in French for like what you sit on. Okay, your bottom is also called a derrière. You might have heard that before. So again, this is some new vocabulary. S'il vous plaît, répétez dans, dans, dans le lit, sur, sur, sur le lit, sous, sous, sous le lit, devant, devant, devant le lit, derrière, derrière, derrière le lit. So again, these are words you can use to describe where things are, which we're going to use in our next exercise. So exercice 9, qu'est-ce qu'il y a? So what is there? Describe the various objects that are in the pictures. So we see that in each picture there are 3 items, and so you're going to list those 3 items. I'd like this to be one that you say out loud and then you listen for the confirmation of whether you've said it correctly. Again, they've given you what your sentences are going to start with, okay? And again, you can just do one sentence with all of the objects in it. You're going to use a, right? That's the word for and, okay, before your last object. So, number 1, we have sur la table il y a. Sur la table il y a une radio, un stylo et un livre. 2, sous le lit il y a. Sous le lit il y a une raquette, un portable et un appareil photo. 3, dans le garage il y a. Dans le garage, il y a un scooter, une voiture, or you could say une auto, et un vélo, or you could say une bicyclette. Exercice 11, où est le téléphone? So where is the telephone? Michelle is looking for the telephone. Jean-Claude tells her where it is. So I'm going to ask this question every time, où est le téléphone? What I'd like you to do is answer. Now, in all of these, because we're asking about le téléphone, and because le téléphone is masculine, that's why this sentence starts with il. So the il a part of this is going to stay the same every time. In the example, the phone is on the table, so it's sur la table. So, numéro 1, où est le téléphone? Il est sur le bureau. 2, où est le téléphone? Il est sur la chaise. 3, où est le téléphone? Il est sous le lit. 4, où est le téléphone? Il est devant la fenêtre. 5, où est le téléphone? Il est derrière la porte. Exercice 13, la chambre de Nicole, so Nicole's bedroom. Florence wants to borrow a few things from Nicole's room. Nicole tells her where each object is. So we have la télé. Again, I'm going to ask you the question. I'd like you to give the answer. Now, in this one, we need to be a little bit careful. right? Because la télé is feminine, our answer starts with L. If we have something that is le, our answer is going to start with il because it is masculine. The A will stay the same, and then the description of where it is, you're going to use, again, one of those prepositions of place, so the dans, sur, sous, devant, or derrière, and another object. So, numéro 1, où est la raquette? Elle est sous le lit. 2. Où est la guitare? Elle est derrière la chaise. 3. Où est le livre? Il est dans le sac. 4. Où est le vélo? Il est devant la fenêtre. 5. Où est l'ordinateur? Il est sur le bureau. 6. Où est le sac? Il est devant la télé. You could also answer that one, il est sur la table. Either would work. 7. Où est la radio? Elle est sur le bureau. 8. Où est le CD? Il est sur la table. 9. Où est le portable? Il est sur la chaise. 14. Pauvre Monsieur Renard. Poor Mr. Renard. Today, Monsieur Renard left on vacation, but he soon ran out of luck. Describe the 4 cartoons by completing the sentences below. Again, you're going to use those prepositions of place. So you're going to use dans, sur, sous, devant, or derrière in each of these blanks. So we have Le Voyage de Monsieur Renard. Numéro 1. Monsieur Renard est dans la voiture. 2. Monsieur Renard est sous la voiture. 3. Monsieur Renard est derrière la voiture. Numéro 4. La contractuelle est devant la voiture. Un vocabulaire mode ordinateur, some vocabulary related to a computer. So we have vocabulaire supplémentaire. Un ordinateur, un PC is a computer. Un écran is a screen. Le clavier is the keyboard. La souris is the mouse. Un CD-ROM is a CD-ROM. Un ordinateur portable is like a laptop. Un jeu d'ordinateur is a computer game. And une imprimante is a printer. S'il vous plaît, répétez un ordinateur, un PC, un écran, le clavier, la souris, un CD-ROM, un ordinateur portable, un PC portable, un jeu d'ordinateur, une imprimante. And then we have some additional vocabulary here. So we have envoyer un mail, to send an email. surfer sur l'internet, surf the internet, chatter and télécharger. So surfer, chatter, télécharger, those are regular ER verbs. So remember to conjugate a regular ER verb, we start with our infinitive, which is these forms that are given here. We take off the ER, which gives us our stem. And then to that stem we add, right? And for je, we add an E. For tu, we add an ES. For il or L, singular, il or L singular, we add an E. For nous, we add an ONS. For vous, we add an EZ. And for il and L pluriel, we add an ENT. Envoyer is also a regular ER verb, but it's a little bit different in that in envoyer, okay, the Y changes to an I in the boot. So in the je, the tu, the il L singular, and the il L pluriel, the Y becomes an I. The rest of it is, and again, the endings that go on it are still these regular ER verb endings. So, for example, to say I send, it'd be j'envoie. Like that. Okay, so again, envoyer, the Y becomes an I in our boot forms of our verb. So your homework is page 145, exercise 9, page 146, exercise 13, and page 146, exercise 14, to write these out. So taking a look at exercise 9, it says, describe the various objects that are in the pictures. So you're going to write out the sentences for these three, and again, you're going to put all the objects in one sentence. So we have sur la table, il y a, right? And there is un radio, un stylo, un livre. So you're going to write out sentences with all three of the objects in the one sentence for exercise 9. Exercise 13, la chambre de Nicole. In this one, you do not need to write the question. You're just going to write the answer to the question each time. Now remember, this one starts with L because the object is feminine. If the object starts with le, we're going to start our sentence with il. So, for example, for number 1, right, the racket, the tennis racket, is under the bed. So we would write L, A, because raquette is feminine, sous, le, lit. For number 3, we have le livre, right, and it is in the bag. So we would write for number 3, il, because it's le livre and it's masculine, a, okay, dans le sac. So you're going to write out sentences like that for the 9 of them. Exercice 14, right, pour Mr. Menard. Again, I'd like you to write out the whole sentence, but remember you're putting a preposition of place in the blank. So in number 1, you could say, il est dans la voiture. So I would like you to write out the whole sentence for those. Au revoir. À demain.